we have already learned what are equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions that have the same value. So they have the same value but different numerators and denominators. So they have the same value, that is, they stand or represent the same fraction, but the numerators and denominators are different. Let us see what we mean. So this actually represents 1 out of 2 equal parts. The yellow shaded region represents 1 out of 2 equal parts. So in terms of fraction, I can write this as 1 by 2 or half, because it is 1 out of 2 equal parts. Now what if I divide each part into 2 parts? That is, there are total 4 parts now. There are total of 4 parts, 4 equal parts, and the shaded area is 2 out of 4 equal parts. These two represent the same thing. They represent the same shaded area, but we see that the numerator and denominator of these two fractions are different. So I can say that these are equivalent fractions. Similarly, if I once again divide each part into 2 equal parts, then I'll have a total of 8 equal parts, and 1, 2, 3, 4 parts are shaded. So the fraction representing the shaded area will be 4 by 8, 4 by 8. But this shaded area is the same as this shaded area, and it is the same as this shaded area. Also, the total is same. So these three fractions represent the same thing or the same quantity, or I can say that they have the same value. All three are equal, but they have different numerators and different denominators. So I can say that these three are equivalent fractions. So these three are equivalent fractions. Now if I have a fraction, how can I find an equivalent fraction to a fraction? So if you look here, you will see that how do I get 2 from 1? So if I multiply 1 by 2, I get 2. So 1 into 2 is 2, and 2 into 2 is 4. So I can get an equivalent fraction by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number. So into 2, this gives me an equivalent fraction. Now if I look at 4 by 8, if I multiply 2 by 2, I get 4, and if I multiply 4 by 2, I get 8. So I can get equivalent fractions by multiplying the numerator and denominator both by the same number. So if you multiply the numerator by 2, you need to multiply the denominator also by 2 and not by some other number. So multiply both by the same number to get an equivalent fraction. Also, if you look at 4 by 8, how can I get 2 by 4 from 4 by 8? If I divide 4 by 2, I get 2. Also, if I divide 8 by 2, I get 4. So I can get equivalent fractions not just by multiplying but also by dividing by the same number. So I need to divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. Similarly, in 2 by 4, if I divide 2 by 2, I get 1. And if I divide 4 by 2, I get 2. So once again, I divide numerator and denominator by the same number, which is 2, to get 1 by 2. And this is an equivalent fraction. Even these two are equivalent fractions. So these three have the same value. So dividing or multiplying both numerator and denominator by the same number does not change the value of the fraction. So if you see here, you will see that 2 into 2 gives me 4, 3 into 2 gives me 6. Also, 4 into 2 gives me 8 and 6 into 2 gives me 12. And these three represent the same area. This is 2 out of 3 equal parts, 4 out of 6 equal parts, 8 out of 12 equal parts. So these three are equivalent fractions and we can get them by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 2. Also, if I divide this numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2, I get the equivalent fraction. Once again, I divide the numerator by 2 and I divide the denominator by 2. I get the equivalent fraction. So now let us find the equivalent fractions for this. So I have 1 by 3. So I can multiply or divide by any number. So let me multiply it by 2. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. And what do I write in the denominator? What number do I need to multiply 3 with? Well, the same number is here. So I need to multiply 3 with 2. So 3 into 2 is 6. So 2 by 6 is an equivalent fraction of 1 by 3. Now once again, I can multiply with 2. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 and I can multiply 6 by 2 to get 12. So 4 by 12 is an equivalent fraction of 2 by 6, also 1 by 3. Not just 2, I can multiply with any number. So I can multiply with 3 as well. So 4 multiplied by 3 gives me 12. And in this case, since I multiply the numerator with 3, the denominator will also be multiplied by 3. 12 into 3 is 36. So this is 12 by 36. So all of these are equivalent fractions and we get them by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number. So if the numerator and denominator of a fraction are multiplied by the same number, we get an equivalent fraction. So remember, you need to multiply both numerator and denominator also by the same number. So let us find the equivalent fraction of this. So I can multiply this by any number. Suppose by 5. So I can multiply this by 5. So 2 into 5 is 10 and denominator has to be multiplied by the same number. So 3 into 5 is 15. So 10 by 15 is an equivalent fraction of 2 by 3. We can find another equivalent fraction. So I can multiply by 10 as well. So now let me multiply these by 10. 10 into 10 is 100. And 15 into 10 is 150. So these are equivalent fractions. So all these are equivalent fractions. In fact, for any fraction, you can find any number of equivalent fractions because you can multiply the numerator and denominator by any number to get a new equivalent fraction. Not just this, we can also divide the numerator and denominator to get an equivalent fraction. But in the case of division, you need to be careful. Why? Suppose I divide it by 9. So if I divide 36 by 9, I'll get 4. But what if I divide 48 divided by 9 leaves a remainder? So 48 is actually not divisible by 9. So I cannot find an equivalent fraction by dividing by 9 because both the numbers are not divisible by 9. So when I need to divide, I need to be careful that numerator and denominator both should be divisible by that number. So 36 and 48 both are divisible by 2. So I divide by 2. So 36 divided by 2 is 18 and 48 divided by 2 is 24. So 18 by 24 is an equivalent fraction of 36 by 48. Now I can divide by 3 as well. So I divide by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. So 6 by 8 is an equivalent fraction. So these three are equivalent fractions. So if the numerator and denominator, so this and is very important, both have to be divided, of a fraction are divided by the same number. So same number, then we get an equivalent fraction. Remember, you do not get equivalent fractions by adding. So if I have a fraction 2 by 3 and I add 2 to the numerator, I get 4, and I add 2 to the denominator, I get 5. But are these equivalent fractions? No, these are not equivalent fractions. So adding the numerator and denominator with the same number does not give me equivalent fraction. Also, by subtracting will not get an equivalent fraction. Only multiplying and dividing by the same number will give me the equivalent fraction. So are these equivalent fractions? Let us see. So how do we get 4 from 1? By multiplying with 4. So if I multiply 1 with 4, I get 4. What if I multiply 4 with 4? If I multiply 4 by 4, I get 16. So these are actually equivalent fractions. So these two are equivalent fractions because multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number gives this fraction. Now are these equivalent fractions? Let us see. How do we get 15 from 5? By multiplying with 3. What if I multiply 6 by 3? 6 into 3 gives me 18. But we have 24 here, which is 6 into 4. So we are not multiplying by the same number. Numerator is multiplied by 3, whereas denominator is multiplied by 4. So these are not equivalent fractions. So what have we learned? We have learned that equivalent fractions can be obtained by multiplying or dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. Also, we can only multiply and divide and never add or subtract to get an equivalent fraction. So take up different fractions and find their equivalent fractions. It will be fun. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.